Dear students, our today's topic is to study or discuss about the biosafety and the regulations behind the products and technology of the biotechnology. As if we follow only the traditional method of agriculture, then our planet will support only 3 to 4 billion human population. But present time the earth or the planet supports 6 billion or more than 6 billion of human population. So how it is possible that the planet is supporting such a huge number of population? It is only due to the employment or the adoption of the biotechnology in the field of agriculture. And biotechnology is not only utilized in the field of agriculture, but there are various fields in our life, in our society, where the biotechnology is being used, such as in medical field, in pollution, in transgenic plants, and various other fields. The adoption of biotechnology had a very positive impact, that the farm income has increased. The peoples or the persons involved in the agricultural activity, their income has increased due to their increased productivity and the income, which has increased their income. As agriculture becomes increasingly technological, and that is mechanized or machinized, and less traditional, then there is a concern about the biosafety, that if there is a genetically modified organism or transgenic plants having new combination of genes, then there is an issue of safety, whether these plants or their product will be healthy or safe for our consumption or not. In genetic engineering or biotechnology, we use new combinations of genes, and the technique is the recombinant DNA technology. Recombinant, it means a new DNA is combined, a new DNA or a synthetic DNA is formed, and here the source of DNA is from different organisms or different species. These species generally do not breed, do not mate together, do not crossbreed, but in laboratory their DNA is isolated and a new combination of genes is produced. Then this recombinant DNA is inoculated or inserted in a suitable host plant or host organism, and that organism is known as the genetically modified organisms, or in case of plants we can say genetically or transgenic plants or genetically modified plants. So the fear, what is the concern, why there is an issue of biosafety? So here, such as they may rapidly multiply and outcompete the native organisms. It is said that a genetically modified organisms or a transgenic plants or genetically modified crops may rapidly outcompete the native organisms. It means GM crops may outcompete, may advance or may progress in such a way that it will remove the native organisms from the planet. The second fear, that they may transfer the synthetic genes into the native organisms, that may be harmful or deleterious. Third one is the production of toxic or allergic metabolites due to transgenes or the synthetic genes. The fourth fear is the ecosystem may be disturbed by dispersal, persistence, or altered reactions to parasites, symbionts, or competitors. It means these organisms of an ecosystem may be disturbed, may get harm due to the introduction of GM crops. In case of GM microbes, that is a microorganism which has received a recombinant DNA The transfer of genes related to virulence or pathogenesis into the native organisms, and thereby these native organisms may increase their virulence. A hybrid organism could be created and unpredictable nature, that it is not necessary that what activities or what biological activities the organism will show in future, it is generally not known. So it is up here associated with GM crops or GM plants or GM organisms. The hybrid organism may escape from laboratory. This is the major issue, that if someone is working on or an organism, genetically modified organism, and due to by chance or due to an accident this organism get released into the environment, so this GM or genetically modified organism may be a threat or deleterious to the environment. In response to this, governments around the world assured public that they are going to formulate a regulatory mechanism, and so that regulatory mechanism or that provision will oversee the genetically engineered organism, and it will be monitored so as to protect the public and the environment from hazards of genetic engineering. The first successful DNA recombination or human mediated hybridization between two specific but diverse DNA strands was reported by Boyer in 1973, and in 1975 a group of scientists who met in the California and discussed about this new technology, that is genetic engineering, and also they discussed the risk associated with this technology. In United States, the National Institute of Health in 1976 first time formalized and established strict rules to regulate recombinant DNA research activities. Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development in 1986 released a major study on biosafety related to biotechnology, often called Blue Book. By the end of the 1980s, the US National Academy of Science issued a white paper. It means they were in support of the technology. They advocated that the technology is not bad, but it is the product, how the product behave, what the product quality, that is the issue of safety. But the technology is not bad, that recombinant DNA produced no new categories of risk, and that risk assessment should be based on the physical features of the product and not on the process by which it was developed. In United States, the coordinated effort and allocation of responsibility to different agencies continues today, where various agencies monitor the effects of genetically modified organisms, and these are such as Food and Drug Administration or FDA regulate or monitor the food and feed safety concerns. The GMO plants with pesticidal properties is observed by or monitored by Environmental Protection Agency, and those with plant pest potential and means the environmental risk, environmental threat is observed or monitored by the US Department of Agriculture. Biosafety guidelines in India. In India, the Ministry of Environment and Forest first time in 1989 implemented some rules and procedures for the manufacture, import, use, research and release of GMOs as well as products made from such organisms. This was done under the provisions of Environment Protection Act 1986. The Department of Biotechnology implements the research and development experiments on GMOs and recombinant DNA products. Salient features of biosafety guidelines as adopted in India, that every organization involved in research and development using recombinant DNA technology or genetic engineering is required to set up an institutional biosafety committee. This committee will coordinate with the government through on behalf of the institute. The DBT, that is Department of Biotechnology, reviews all the ongoing projects of GMOs all over, wherever in India, in any laboratory, and if there is any project or any program running on the GM organisms, these will be reviewed by the DBT. The Ministry of Environment and Forest has an interministerial committee called the Genetic Engineering Approval Committee to decide large scale use of GMOs. All products obtained using recombinant DNA technology shall be subject to the general regulations normally applicable for such products. The controlled release of GMOs should be done under appropriate containment facilities to ensure safety and to prevent unwanted release in the environment. The ultimate aim of all these regulations, all these policies, is to maintain the biosafety, and the guidelines is to promote and encourage the recombinant DNA research. Genetic engineering research is promoted, and introduction of GMOs, and not to impede, it means not to halt or not to stop the work on recombinant DNA technology or genetic engineering, but to promote these experiments, taking together the biosafety concern and simultaneously to minimize the hazards from such experiments.